Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about why God doesn't answer any of your prayers. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to talk about this right here, bro. Why God doesn't answer any of your prayers. Um, if you're a person out there and you're praying to God and God doesn't answer any of your prayers, there's a long list of reasons why God is not answering your prayers. That's a long list, but it all boils down to your heart, bro. Your heart. If he ain't answering any of your prayers, keyword, any of your prayers, something about your heart, God is literally speaking to you. God is telling you, hey, bro, there's something wrong with you, bro. Something wrong with your heart, bro. You know, if God doesn't answer any of your prayers, like I'm talking about literally any of your prayers, bro, that's a long list of reasons why God is not answering any of your prayers. And I just want to start off this message by saying this, right? People forget that God could see God could see your heart, bro. God sees your intentions. God is not a human being, bro. God sees your intentions, bro. God sees how you think. God sees your heart. And people still forget this. So when they try to do certain things and trying to manipulate and do all these little games, God ain't gonna play them games, bro. God is not gonna play them games. That's why you could see some people be like, man, I tried praying to God for 1,000 years, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying. I tried praying to God for 5 years and he ain't answered any of my prayers. I tried doing this. I tried praying and praying and praying and praying like for all these long periods of time and God ain't answered any of my prayers. You get what I'm saying? So it's like they talking about how they try to do this and God ain't answered none of their prayers. Oh my gosh. I prayed for 10,000 millennia and God did not answer any of my prayers. You want to know why? Because God is a genius, bro. God is smart. You cannot run game on God, bro. There's so many reasons why God is not answering any of your prayers. God is not a fool, bro. You can't just trick on God, bro. God is not like a human, bro. Bro, you can't just trick on God, bro. You can't just like run game on God and manipulate. It is not going to work. That's why God is not answering any of your prayers. Literally, that is why God is not answering any of your prayers. So let's get into the reasons why God is not answering any of your prayers. For number one, it could be how you talk. You know what I'm saying? You talk in such a way that has an attitude, bro. You talk in a way as though, just listen to how some of these people talk. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people is users, bro. They don't really have no love in their heart. They are users, bro. Listen how some of these people talk, bro. These people be talking from give me more perspective. Give me all your blessings. Give me all your blessings. Give me all your blessings. That's how some of these people talk. It's their attitude, bro. It's their heart. Bruh, why would God answer that prayer, bro? When you have such a bad heart posture and yo, these words is, I'm fighting to put these words out right now. I ain't gonna lie. You have a bad heart posture and you also not humble and you also have an attitude and you also ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? You never grateful for anything else. God wakes you up every day. God wakes you up every morning. You ain't never been grateful for that. But yet you going to say, oh, I prayed all these millions of prayers and God ain't answered any of them. So I gave up on God, blah, blah, blah. Something wrong with your heart, something wrong with your character. And usually, bro, the people who be saying stuff like this, literally, I could just listen to how they talk in like 5 seconds. I'd be like, yeah, I see why God ain't answer any of their prayers. You got to understand, they could be blinded. You know what I'm saying? They don't see through their own ways. But somebody else, bro, who really has a relationship with God, They could just look at them for like 5 seconds, be like, just listen to how they talk for 5 seconds. I'd be like, bruh, I see why. Because when you have a relationship with God, bro, you are able to see why God may do certain things to other people. Because you have a relationship with God. It's like you and God are one in a way. You know what I'm saying? You have a relationship with God. Like the way God thinks, you share how God thinks in a lot of ways, bro. You literally share how God thinks in a lot of ways. So when you look at them and you close to God and you one with God and you have a relationship with God, right? You're gonna look at them and gonna be like, yo, hold on, bro. I see why God didn't answer any of their prayers. Just listen how some of these people talk. They talk about this like ain't no real love in their heart, bro. They be talking about this like it's some type of like, man, they be talking about like it's some type of like, uh, I don't even know, bro. Like, bro, it's like they trading something, bro. It's like they trading. Man, these people be talking to God and praying to God as though they trading Pokemon cards or like Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something. They be talking as though this is like some type of anime, bro. They be talking about this is some type of fight scene from an anime. Hey, you give me this, you give me that, you give me this. Like, ungrateful. Their heart is in the wrong place. They have an attitude. And then look, how do they respond to when things don't go their way? That's another reason why God ain't answering any of their prayers. How do they respond when things don't go their way? Sometimes, bro, when things don't go people's way, they get disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? They start saying you ain't did nothing for them. Have you noticed that? Soon as something doesn't go that person's way, they start saying you ain't never did nothing for them. Is that so? So you saying God ain't never did nothing for you. So how are you able to speak? So who gave you your voice? So who woke you up this morning? So who gave you the breath of life? You acting as though God ain't did nothing for you simply because things did not go your way. And then this becomes a repeated pattern. And then before you know it, you're becoming cold-hearted, ungrateful, you don't want to repent, you have an attitude, your heart is messed up. This is why God is not answering any of your prayers until you change your ways, bro. Man, you could pray from Genesis till Revelation. If he's still not going to answer your prayers, it's because you don't understand how God works. You got to have your stuff in order, bro. You can't come to God trying to scam God and use God and expect God to answer your prayers. You rushing God. You coming from like you rushing God type posture. Like, bro, you rushing God. You're looking at it like it's a transaction. Like this is like, man, you trying to trick. You scamming. You lying. You scandalous. Man, you better slow yourself down in the presence of God. Man, you got some people, they come into the presence of God, they ain't even trying to take off their shoes. They don't want to repent. They don't want to humble themselves down. And when I say like take off your shoes, like I'm talking about even in a spiritual perspective, they don't want to take off their shoes. Like meaning like they don't even want to humble themselves down in their heart spiritually, bro. It's a long list of why God doesn't answer some people's prayers. And when you listen to really these people who say God never answered any of their prayers, just listen how they talk, or you gonna figure it out in like 5 seconds. I see why God ain't answering your prayers. Right? I see why. Some of these people who God don't answer their prayers, you can't even be hanging around them, bro. Because they cursed. There's something wrong with their character, bro. Bro, these people have all type of wickedness, bro. They are users, bro. They don't even see it through their own ways. They are blinded to their own ways, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And let me look at my notes real quick. That's basically everything I wanted to just touch on, bro. Like, this is why God is not answering any of your prayers, bro. Bro, people that lost their mind thinking they could just come to God any type of way, trying to scam and trying to run game. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got to understand, right? You could come to God even though you are not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But there's a difference between coming to God as you are and not being perfect versus coming to God with the intention of trying to run game on him and manipulate him and scam him. If you come into God as you are from a place of being humble, you know what I'm saying? So God could help you and you could change your ways, that's cool. But if you come into God from a place of, and your intentions is to manipulate, to use, to not repent, to be prideful, to do this, to do that, like to scheme, to be ungrateful, to be scandalous, you're cooked. Peace.